Hi everyone, I'm Jackie and we are enjoying life's journey while on the path to financial freedom. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to another monthly budget with me. We're going to be planning out our cash flow plan for the month of June. Already halfway through the year, that's crazy. So we're going to jump on the Excel sheet and get to it. Alright, if you're new to these videos, basically what I do is I take all of the income, any source of income that we make, I plug it into our monthly budget right here, and then I tell every dollar where to go. So it's just a great way to manage your money and to reach some of your financial goals, and also to kind of keep track of your spending habits and to see if there may be areas where you're overspending, or maybe you're not keeping track of spending habits, and you can kind of see what they are. Also, when it comes to like your electricity bill and things like that, you can kind of track that. So I have my monthly budget here for June. On the top here, I put every single payday. My husband gets paid on Fridays. I'm self-employed, so I can get paid randomly. Otherwise, I just handle all of every Friday, whatever I made that week for self-employment, I budget through that, and then our personal budget gets half of what self-employment is. I do have a few self-employment income expense reports if you guys want to get an idea of the ways that I make money on my own and how I'm dividing that up, so you can always check out for those. The other thing is I do have my yearly budget here. So at the beginning of the year, I project out the best that I can, and then black is what was actually done. So this is what I'm talking about, keeping track of our trends, and then I can project out the other months. So I've already kind of done my June budget right here, so now I'm going to transfer it into my monthly cash flow plan here, and then every Friday we do the current paycheck, and I budget those out with you guys as well. So for my husband's work, for his base pay, he is supposed to be getting a 50-cent raise that will probably take effect with the next paycheck. So that's exciting. He is in an apprenticeship, a pipe fitter apprenticeship program, so he's getting a 50-cent raise for finishing his first semester, so that's kind of a bonus. We weren't expecting that. So we're looking at $3,140. For his overtime, we're looking at $1,042.60. For myself, it's going to be $558.35. And then this month, we will actually be getting our quarterly profit bonus. That's from that's from my self-employment. And if you're not sure what I'm talking about, like I said, I have the self-employment income expense report. You guys can see what am I talking about that. But every quarter, I give our personal budget, we get a bonus from the self-employment income. That's going to be $184.06. Cash back, we've already got that for the month, $39.17. Interest, this gets paid around the 25th of the month. I'm not sure how much we'll make, so we're going to leave it open. Savings. If you watched our last budget with me video, when we budgeted out the last week of May, I mentioned that our air conditioner had to be replaced. So we are going to have to pull some money out of our emergency fund to help with that expense. Also, our car insurance, it renews for June, so I went ahead and contacted them. We kind of worked with our plan a little bit so we could lower our monthly payment, or our overall yearly. We could lower our premium, I guess you'd call it. And then I also decided that for June, we're going to go ahead and pay for the whole year up front, so we get a 10% discount. So I'm going to pull some money out of savings to do that as well. So we're actually going to be pulling, in May, we'd actually put about $300 aside specifically for the air conditioner. So that's going to be part of this is savings slash rollover, because that $300 we're rolling over, but then we are pulling from savings, and that's going to be $2,301.85. $2,301.85. Okay, auto populated for me. We're investing 9% of my husband's income before taxes into his 401k. So that is just his work and his overtime. So that's not including any of this. So that automatically populated here. $376.43 will automatically be invested. We normally have been increasing this by 1%, so we would be doing 10%. Because of the air conditioner and all that, we decided to leave it at the 9% for now. Myself, we're normally doing 15% of my income, and we've been applying this towards extra principal on the mortgage. We're not going to do that for June, again, because we have the air conditioner and all that. So we're actually going to keep that at 0 for this month. Same thing, the emergency fund, we're not adding to the emergency fund. As you saw, we kind of have to take some money. We're basically taking $2,000 out of the emergency fund. Federal, these are going to be all estimated. These are taxes. I'm estimating them. So based on another month where Ricky made around the same amount, I'm just taking the taxes that were paid in that month, and that's what we're going to estimate for this month. So this is going to be $71.44. Federal, $71.44, $73.07, $61.97, $264.99. Okay, so those again are estimates. We'll see how it goes. My husband's overtime, we're basing this off of the overtime that he got for the 7th, and then we're basing it off of him having 10 hours of overtime the next 3 weeks. However, he is actually scheduled for this coming Saturday, so this number possibly will go up. Dream Fund, we're not putting anything into there. Ricky's money, we're not putting anything into there. We're not putting anything into the Robinhood account this month, again, because of the air conditioner. Giving, we're just going to do $50 this month, and that's just because it is Father's Day coming up. And then the family life insurance, $22.36. We're just estimating $14.92. Again, these numbers might change a little bit as well. So our mortgage is $1,128.98. The extra principal, we have $180 that's automatically added to this as our auto payment every month, so we're going to leave it at $180. We were increasing that by $5 every month in addition to the 15% of my self-employment income. Again, we're not going to do that this time. So the home maintenance, this is the price we had to pay for the air conditioner. This was $2405.36. So we had the home warranty, which covered the unit and the labor, but we had to pay for the crane for it to be installed, the second person, and then a few of the other things that were required for installing the unit. So, I mean, I'm okay with $2,400 instead of closer to $6,000. Who knows what it might have been like $5,000 or something. So paying half of what we would have paid is good. So now we have a brand new roof for those of you who followed last year during the monsoon season. Literally the first night we lived in the house, the monsoon took like half of the shingles off the roof, caused a leak in our whole ceiling in the living room came down, and it took a month of me negotiating with and going through hoops, but the insurance, the homeowner's insurance, not the home warranty, but homeowner's insurance did purchase our new roof and fix the ceiling and gave us money for a couch last year. So we have a brand new roof, a brand new air conditioner. So that's good. We'll see what comes up next, right? Groceries, we're going to do $336 for the month. For those I put together a video. It should be coming out soon as far as kind of how we come up with our grocery budget. So if you want to know more about that, you can keep an eye out for that video. Personal care, $31.66. Ricky already ordered some vitamins online and they were delivered. Like he bought like 2 bottles of some type of vitamins. Let's see, household, we're not going to put anything in there at this time, mostly because everything's on the air conditioner. My husband's cell phone is $35, so that is what we're doing. Electricity, we're going to estimate $100. Our last bill was about 80 something. We are getting solar put on the house, so they've already come out, they've measured, they've created our design, they approved. We approved the design, and now they have sent the permitting. They've sent it to our electricity company, and the electricity company has already approved it, and we're just waiting for the city to approve it. So once the solar is approved, then that will be installed, and then our monthly electricity bill basically is just going to be paid to the solar. All the solar panels should cover 100% of our usage, so we'll only have an $81 a month electricity bill from here on out, which would be awesome. Basically, that's going to average saving us about $300 a year, and we'll have solar, which will be cool. So stay tuned. I'll let you know once that's up and going. Water, sewer, trash, I'm going to leave it at $72. The last 2 months, it's been lower. It's been like in the 50s, but we're going to go ahead and leave it there, and we'll see. Car gas, we're going to leave at $100. Now, here is the car insurance, the yearly renewal. I said a renewal. Let me fix that. The yearly renewal will be $1,178. if you remember, we paid our motorcycle insurance for the year, which was about 200 and something. And then in order to kind of have that money put aside for next year, then we put money aside every month. So basically, we'll be moving forward, we're going to put about $98 aside every month to cover next year's premium. And that actually lowers our monthly bill by roughly $30 because we were paying about $126 a month for our insurance. So we're gonna now, instead of paying $126, we're gonna pay $98, and that's gonna go into a savings account, which earns us 2.2% interest, which is nice, until the payment is due. And that's the same thing we're doing with the motorcycle. We're just putting $18.91 into savings, and then when it's due in February, the money will have already been in the savings account, earning a little bit of interest as well. So that's something new we're trying. Like I mentioned, that should save us about $300 worth of insurance that we had paid over the last year. So we're excited to see that. Car maintenance replacement, we should be good on that. Car registration isn't due. Motorcycle gas, we're going to do $60. The motorcycle insurance, like I mentioned, was $18.91. And this goes into savings. Now, motorcycle maintenance. Now, Ricky's bike, I swear, we're having some issues. The battery's getting drained or something, so I had to have it towed today. So I'm going to put $150 because I spent $150 to have it towed from his work to the house. We've already replaced the battery, but there's a few other things. You know, after talking to my dad, who's had motorcycles for his whole driving career and worked on all of his bikes, after Ricky talking to a few coworkers, there's a few things we think it could be. So Ricky's going to check on that. If he can't figure it out, then we will end up taking it to a mechanic and just have them diagnose it. So this, this amount here will most likely go up. To what price? I don't know. We'll see. But we're thinking it's probably just the ground wire for the battery is just not connected in the right spots. We're hoping that's the easy fix, but we'll see. Arcadia and Elsa, their commission jobs. I have a video if you guys are interested in our commission jobs, how much I pay them, what type of jobs do they do, and all of that. This is going to be 32 and 16, and actually, oops, the motorcycle maintenance, 231.65. Like I mentioned, we bought a new battery for the motorcycle, then I had it towed, and then Ricky had to buy a special tool for it. So just sometimes these things just keep adding up. We'll see. And then coming down to our last category, our fun category, our eating out, we're going to shoot for 143. So the way I come up with this number, like I said, I have a video that's coming out, but basically we're trying to do roughly 10% of our income is for food. So we do $12 a day for groceries, and then the other percent is eating out. So that's how I have this here. Movies, events, we're not doing anything this month. We still have our season pass to the water park. And then we have $100 for date night, $60 for the YMCA. Vacation is $0 this month because we just got back from the cruise. And then Netflix is $9.83. So I still have $92.46. Let me see. Oh, I totally forgot. Car maintenance. Well, I had to get a new tire. One of the days when Ricky's bike was broken down on the side of the freeway, we switched his battery, jump-started him. I was following him home. He forgot to connect. He has a back seat cover for his motorcycle. It's kind of like made of plastic. He forgot to strap it down. So he was in front of me. The two cars in front of me managed to swerve out of the way. I did not manage to swerve out of the way, so I ran it over and it popped my tire. So we got a new tire for the car as well. So there's that saying, like, things happen in threes, right? So we're kind of like the air conditioner, the motorcycle, and the tire. So hopefully we're good. And then they seem to come in seasons, right? So like every 6 months or so, everything piles down on you, and then you're good. But that's why we have the emergency fund, you guys, and that's one of the big reasons we got out of debt as well, because now we have the cash flow every month to support some of these things that are coming up without stressing about it. So like I said, we are going to have to pull, $2,000 out of our emergency fund. We will be trying to replace that over the next 2 months. We may just keep the emergency fund. We are shooting for 6 months. by the end of the year. We may just keep it at 3 months for now, just because we want to save up for Ricky's truck, and I still want my friend Heather to do. We have a little bit. We're having her do half of the project in the backyard this year, and then half of it next year. So we may just keep the emergency fund at the 3 months for now and then go from there. So you have to just kind of stay tuned and see with that. But basically, we've taken everything that we would be making and all of the bills or other things that we need to cover for the month. And so we have a 0 at the bottom for the monthly budget, showing that we've told every dollar where to go. Stay tuned. We'll be budgeting out we're going to budget out the 7th, and then we're going to project out the 14th. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.